What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roxette, and we're back with the second of 3 tunes included in the Ballad and Pop Hits release 2002 that I have not heard or reacted to previously. Thank you again to Michaela. And the second one is Breathe. So I guess my only observation here is that it's the verb, which is the act of respirating, rather than a breath, which is a noun in a particular unit of breathing. But yeah, breathe, it can mean different things. Of course, it is necessary to sustain life. You do also need to take a breath sometimes because of the intensity or significance of what's just happened. You can breathe when you are trying to regain some sense of control and normalcy. So all of those seem like very fruitful concepts or scenarios to relate to emotional experience or interpersonal involvement. So that's where I would expect the track to go. Even then, it's not clear what the narrative might be. Let's see what I can catch on a first listen. This is Roxette. The tune is Breathe, and it's the second of 3 tunes I've yet to hear or react to from the Ballad and Pop Hits release 2002. I love that celestial melodic touch. She's still doing it, and my main observation here is that it's a wonderful performance vocally from Marie, and while that is by no means unprecedented, nay, it is the standard, there really were some nice moments here melodically with her voice. And I think it's a song, like, they're kind of more like pained, emotional songs. I mean, this one doesn't feel especially heavy and melancholic, but as far as I can tell, the lyrics are sad in relation to the difference between then and now. More on that in a moment. But those kind of songs, it feels like her voice is especially well suited for. And yes, I think she gives a standout vocal performance on this one. And I enjoy the sonics. Like, in some ways it feels kind of like a mellow, like, synth rock tune in their catalog. And yet there were a couple moments, especially there was a section between the last, like, regular chorus and then the reprise of the chorus as it led into the final part of the track before the fade out, where it kind of had this, like, string synth layer. And something about it, like, made it sound like if you took a, like, 90s Roxette tune, or, like, you know, turn of the millennium Roxette tune, but mixed it with, like, a 40s kind of song, or, like, it just had this kind of old time feel to it. And I think it was mainly the string synth. Now maybe that's just my crazy brain, but yeah, there was like a 20-30 second segment in the latter stages of the tune where, yeah, like, just some part about it made me think, like, oh, it kind of has this, like, vintage vibe, but mixed with, again, a sort of pop rock tune in the, like, standard Roxette sound, or, like, one of their main stylings. So yeah, either way, I enjoy the different sonic parts. As I said, there's a little, like, celestial melodic, you know, sort of note to note melody that I was noticing at the end, and that was a really nice touch as well. I enjoy the kind of, you know, down tempo syncopated beat to the track. It had, you know, the drum kit was nice. And yeah, lyrically it sounds like she's using multiple metaphors, like a warm feeling of someone's love, as if it's a warm summer breeze passing through this open window, which she describes both as her heart and her life. So it seems like at some stage in the past, there was a filling of her lungs with the love of this other person. She breathed the love of this other person. But I think there's a contrast, or there's a demarcation between that phase and now, where it sounds like she's not feeling the love, or it's not part of her life anymore. It's like a brief rain that slipped away. It was something that, you know, didn't last, and it didn't stay, you know, in her life, in her heart, in her feeling. So again, there's like some metaphor going on, or actually, technically it would be simile if it's like. But yeah, with weather and the warm summer breeze, you know, sunshine on her upturned face, and then rain, which I'm not sure if rain is being used as the opposite here, like, you know, a heavy, sad feeling. It's almost like, you know, it was a refreshing rain, but it vanished, it left. So maybe I'm hearing that wrong. But then again, using, you know, your heart as a window that can be open or closed, your life as a open window that could let somebody in, but then maybe, you know, it goes back out. And so it feels like there is some simile and metaphor being used here, both like visually and atmospherically. So yeah, I think a well-written tune. As I said, I think it's a perfect track to have Marie do the vocals, and I think she sounds fantastic. So yeah, another cool tune from Roxette. One more to go in this folder, which we'll do next time around. And just to get heads up on that, it is... Is it Opportunity Knocks? Yeah, Opportunity Knocks, but N-O-X rather than K-N-O-C-K-S. So I enjoy the play on words there. But yeah, we'll think about that when we come back next time. Let me know what you think here, and I will see you then. Peace.